And we're live.
Good Lord.
We're live. We're live from my bedroom.
Oh my God.
The state of this podcast.
Thank you for joining us here at Neverall.
Jesus. That was disgusting.
Thank
How
you.
long have you been out here?
Is today still Wednesday?
Yeah, well, we do the... Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
Podcast Wednesday.
It's Wednesday.
Definitely
Podcast is Wednesdays.
the 16th. That's real. So, yeah, it's live Wednesday, my dudes. Wow, how was that? How was that sleep?
It was rough.
Why are you so tired?
Well, just I was traveling this week, and flight didn't get in until 1:30 this morning. I didn't get back to the apartment until 1:30 this morning, and then didn't get to bed till 2, and then got up and went to work. So,
Where's the apartment?
well, the apartment today is inside my bedroom. Not sure of that one.
Good Lord.
It's kind of like a Doctor Who TARDIS kind of situation. Yeah, the apartment is inside my bedroom. That's where we're live from. Is my bedroom.
Let's never ever talk about Doctor Who on here ever again.
Well, like last podcast.
So, very objective podcast today.
Yeah,
It's all business. We're here. There's not a rip edition. We got a lot of things to talk about today. About one thing specifically. A lot about one. This Sunday, in case somehow you were not aware and you're a subscriber to this channel, Survivor Series. The first Big Four pay-per-view since the brand split happening this Sunday.
this Sunday.
Sunday.
November the 20th.
2-0.
Ah.
We are getting close to Christmas.
That's also weird. Yeah, we gotta... Oh, jeez. That just made me spike in anxiety.
Yeah.
Real fast.
Oh, yeah.
So this special predictions edition of the Wrastle Recap podcast is brought to you by Papa John's. Better ingredients, better pizza.
Papa John's.
So Brad's going to open up. He's the champion. He is going to rhyme off all of his predictions to start just individually. He's going to... And then we're going to go through each match, and we're all going to break it.
We're going to tee off on Survivor Series.
We're going to break it down.
Yep.
The champ that runs the camp
So...
is going to bestow upon you another victorious night.
So go ahead, Brad. Let's just. I figure we'll have you just run through the picks, and then we'll move right on.
Yeah, we'll get the incorrect answers out of the way first.
Brian Kendrick versus Kalisto. Kalisto is winning.
Okay.
Sami Zayn versus The Miz. Sami's winning.
Okay.
Raw women.
Yep.
Raw's winning.
Okay.
Raw tag teams. SmackDown is winning.
Okay.
And men, SmackDown is winning.
Okay.
And
The fantasy warfare becomes real.
Fantasy warfare as
Bill Goldberg versus Brock Lesnar.
poor Benjamin just got up and left. Goldberg is winning.
Bill Goldberg. You heard it here. Brad, the champ. So let's see. You got Kalisto, Sami Zayn. You got the Raw women winning. You have the SmackDown tag team winning and the SmackDown men winning. And then fantasy warfare becomes reality. That's the cut, right?
Yeah, fantasy.
You got Bill Goldberg, superhero Bill William Goldberg winning. All right. So, how do you want to do this then, BJ?
Well,
do you want to?
Well, what we'll do is we'll go through the card over here.
Okay.
We'll start at the top and we'll work our way down.
Yep.
Let me just
Making notes, make
number
tabs.
1. The women was number 2. How's it going, Alex? The tag team match was number 3. And this one's number 4. Number 5. Number
This
6.
is no indication of what the actual card looks like. I don't think they've released.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, is
probably.
that the card?
Yeah, I can't see them adding another match this late. If they do, I'm gonna freak out.
Oh,
They're-
you mean
they're
the
go-
order.
the
You meant
order,
the
the-
order.
yeah,
Oh, the order. No.
No.
That's
okay.
that's my order.
I was like,
Yeah.
I was gonna say, holy jeez, they're putting all the Survivor Series stuff first.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I can't see that. My guess on the order would probably be like the tag team, and then Kendrick Kalisto maybe.
I feel
Those
like
two would be
that's-
interchangeable, and then I
Yeah.
think
Hard to
they'll go. No, they'll do tag team first. Kalisto, women, Miz, Min, Lesnar, Goldberg.
Yeah.
That's what I think would the order will be.
So we'll start at the top of the card. For the men's 5v5 teams, do you want to go first or do you want me to go first here?
Doesn't matter.
Okay. I have Team SmackDown winning the 5v5 men. So I think there's a lot more inter-team turmoil with the Raw members, and I think that's going to be their detriment. I think there's a lot going on there.
Just quickly to add, I also have the men's SmackDown team.
Okay. That's
Sorry,
Wow.
not men's SmackDown, tag team. What are we on?
We're starting at the top.
Starting at the top.
Men's
Men's
5v5 tag.
Okay,
So we're starting with the men's.
the tag team shit has got me really confused.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that in a bit.
I've jumped the gun. Sorry.
So I am matching Brad's pick there. Brad had the SmackDown men as well. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So I also have the SmackDown men. Like I said, Raw's got a lot more going on their team somehow.
Yeah.
So I think that's going to be their detriment. I think some things are going to happen there.
Yeah. You got the Rollins KO beef, plus you've got
Jericho
possibly a Jericho KO blow up.
Jericho Rollins is a feud that's already been confirmed for Roadblock as well.
Yeah.
So
The only one that seems to not be in a beef with anybody is
Braun
Braun.
Strowman, yeah. So let's see what happens there, I suppose. Dawson.
Sorry. Now that I've gotten on the same page, the men's match, I have Raw winning.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Interesting.
Yep. I have Raw winning.
Wanna go on
It's
and talk about it?
yeah. It's SmackDown's side is just absolute train wreck for competitors. You have adrenaline junkie Shane McMahon wanting to participate in the match. Toss him out right away. Guaranteed, Ellsworth gets involved and screws both AJ and Dean out of it, so they both will get eliminated that way. Raw will walk away victorious in the men's match.
Oh, so are we going to do what we think is going to happen?
I'm just explaining kind of
Okay.
my thought process, my decision making, as to like why I think Raw will take it. But I think largely Raw will come together a bit. You're going to have Seth and Roman work well as a unit. KO and Chris will work well. And then Braun will just steamroll guys. So that's what I'm thinking is going to go down. So that's why I got Raw.
You got the Raw men.
Yep.
So just to recap, SmackDown men, Raw men, SmackDown men. Second match on the docket, women's 5v5 traditional Survivor Series elimination tag match. Brad had Raw. I have SmackDown. Dawson.
I have Raw.
Dawson has Raw. I've chose SmackDown because it's basically the same thing. While I think Raw has a lot more competition, they have a lot better roster, better 5-woman team. I think that there's going to be way too many egos in that ring, and I think it's going to be their detriment, and I think you'll see SmackDown get the win there.
I just think SmackDown needs that rub a little bit. Like, your big players are on Raw, and like, even though SmackDown's women's division has been more enjoyable, I think it just gives them a little bit more legitimacy if they end up winning.
So you have the SmackDown women winning. I thought you were the Raw women winning.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Wow, dude. Can't back out now.
No, I
you already
can't.
said Raw.
Wow.
Too bad.
Oh, no. Okay, now I know why. I looked at my notes.
Wow,
a little
Steve
bit,
Harvey right now.
Looked at my notes a little bit further. Sorry.
So who do you have? So who do you have winning this one then?
I have Raw. Sorry.
Okay, so
Yeah,
you're
Raw
you're still
women.
Raw women.
Raw women. Sorry.
So Raw women,
Okay.
Raw, SmackDown.
Yep.
Or the women.
Yep.
Okay.
I think
Yep.
I just justified Ben's reason for.
Jesus, yeah. You're a great moderator. Great middleman there.
All right. So then that leaves the tag team.
Tag team match.
Yeah.
Brad has SmackDown's
SmackDown.
tag team. I have Raw's tag team. Dawson has
I have SmackDown.
SmackDown.
So now that we've kind of boiled through...
Okay,
this...
before we get to what I know you're going to talk about, why are you guys going with SmackDown?
Because...
Well, this is what I was about to get into. I was going to kind of get the... Okay, the night is going to play out. One of the two shows is going to win 2-1.
Yeah.
2-1. Now, the WWE creative is grossly nearsighted. They do not think far enough ahead. They're not progressive enough. They're still trying to push Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
At every chance they get, they push him. So what does that say to me? Guess who's going to win 2-1? Raw. Raw is going to win 2-1 because they're too nearsighted. If they go ahead and make SmackDown win 2-1, that's great. But I think they're too obsessed with, like, Raw is the show. It's 3 hours. It's the A show. It's got the best competitors. They're going to win 2-1. So, of that, which matches of the 3 matches go down and which
one do you think Raw will...
Yeah, which one, does SmackDown, which match does SmackDown get? They've been pushing for the past 2 weeks that the Raw tag teams were a train wreck. They could not get on the same page at all. They kept saying it. They can't get on the same page. The flip side, SmackDown, cohesive unit. This past Tuesday, they were a group. They worked well. They're like, yeah, we're going to own this. So it's like, why convey that just to have Raw just stumble together and then win? It doesn't make a lot of sense from that standpoint. So I think that's where SmackDown picks up their 1 win. They get the W there.
Kind of differ there.
Then with the women, it's Nia Jax and Charlotte. There's no chance with those two they lose to the SmackDown group. There's no chance. They've been pushing Nia Jax being a beast for so long now, and it's like they got Bayley, Charlotte, and Sasha, 3 of the horsewomen. They got Nia Jax. They got some other girl that I don't know her name because it doesn't matter. They're going to squash the SmackDown side. Then with the men, they have SmackDown is also a little bit of a train wreck too, because it's like you got Ellsworth. You've been working this weird angle where he constantly screws Dean and AJ. Like he constantly interferes. 100%, he is going to get involved. He's going to mess it up for Dean and AJ. Like that's how they're going to get eliminated. He's going to be influenced there. Shane's a write-off. Shane you can toss whenever you want. So who does that leave? That leaves Randy and Bray to carry the load potentially to beat Kevin Owens, Roman Reigns, who they love, Seth Rollins, who will most certainly be grouped up with Roman and work together at some point. You got Jericho, who is probably the most over he's been in a decade. Yeah. And you got Braun Strowman.
Did Bray beat Roman in their little feud that they had going on there last year? I can't remember.
Nope. Roman beat him in Hell in a Cell in the trilogy match.
So you're trying to tell me they're gonna have Braun and Roman lose? I don't buy it. I do not buy SmackDown winning the women's or the men's matches, and I think they get the tag team because they've been a cohesive unit the entire time.
All right, so I'm going to counter your points because, Dawson, you and I differ on all 3.
We are flipped exactly.
Tag team matches. You guys have the same for the women and the tag team, but then Brad and I are the same in the Raw's men. When it comes to the women, like I said, I think there's a lot more explosive parts, a lot more destructible parts when it comes to the Raw's women team. Obviously, Nia Jax has been built to be this type of beast, which will make it all the more, which will make it so much of a bigger pop when you get all 5 of those SmackDown women taking out Nia Jax and slowly chipping away at Raw. Like I said, they're building the Bayley Charlotte feud. That's a thing. There's no championship feud over on the SmackDown side of things right now because they just had their match. I know Alexa Bliss and Becky are feuding, but in the and so when it comes to the tag team, you can't tell me that there's only one SmackDown tag team that could even lace a Raw tag team's boots, and that's American Alpha. Every other team on SmackDown Live's tag team division is trash. Even the champions. I'll say it. Like someone's got to say it. Heath Slater and Rhino cannot wrestle. Like Rhino could, but they're given the champions because they can make money.
Yeah.
Like that's the only reason that you see.
And did you hear that crowd Thursday night?
Dead. American Alpha is the only over tag team. That whole 8-man, 18, 16, a million man tag match.
Did you hear them chant for
trash.
Slater and Rhino?
Oh yeah, they weren't even in the match.
They weren't even in the match. And the
We
crowd
want
was,
Heath.
Yeah.
Or we want Slater and we want Rhino.
Yeah.
They just over and over.
People mark out for the champs because of the champs and because it's Heath Slater. Because Heath Slater's
Yeah.
over. It doesn't mean he can wrestle.
It's Heath Slater, but
You know what I just realized?
What's that?
The tag teams. Well, no, I guess not. I was gonna say, who do you have for face champions? You have Slater and Rhino.
Yeah.
You have Becky, and you have New Day. Like that's it. Like
that is it.
those are your only face champions in that business right now.
Yeah.
Roman Reigns, man. Roman Reigns is a face.
I know he's a face.
He's trying to be a face, but he's not over with the crowd.
Yeah.
That's not his fault.
No, it's not, but it doesn't really make him anything. The fans don't get on board, so it's like he comes out and it's like, this is the good guy, but everybody's like, no, I don't like this guy.
There's not a SmackDown tag team besides American Alpha who can touch the Raw tag teams. You have the arguably the longest reigning tag team champions in the New Day. You have Sheamus and Cesaro.
They're not gonna be on the same page.
They're going to be on the same page because
the
when it comes down to it, they love getting the win. Both of them love getting the win.
So what you're saying is the Shining Stars are the group here that separates Raw from SmackDown.
Someone's got to go out on that Raw team. Shining Stars are going to go easily.
So
you got the New Day. You got the Shining. You got New Day. You got Cesaro and Sheamus. You got the Club.
Who doesn't pick up wins?
You got Enzo and Cass.
Yeah.
Enzo get pinned.
Tell me that those guys, tell me that Raw tag team is not big enough to take them.
The Raw
the
tag
SmackDown tag team is absolutely trash.
It is. It's 100%.
Yeah.
I couldn't disagree. I couldn't agree more. The
But
SmackDown
I think
group,
that is the one that they let SmackDown win.
Exactly. That's the one they easily hand to SmackDown.
And it legitimizes
They've been doing
the tag team division on SmackDown.
They said, that's what they're doing. They need to make the SmackDown tag teams relevant.
Because of marks like you that say SmackDown's tag division.
It's trash.
Which is true.
It is
trash.
Yeah, definitely is.
Usos are okay. American Alpha is
Excellent.
a 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
Heath Slater and Rhino are not good, but they have the belts because they're merch sellers.
Yeah.
The rest, Vaudevillains, blown out. Brazango, blown out. Ascension, blown out.
Hype Bros.
The Hype Bros, blown out. Not the Bushwhackers because they were old school.
Headbangers.
The Headbangers,
Yeah.
blown out.
Yeah.
Not a SmackDown tag team can touch the Raw tag team division. If they give the win to SmackDown because we need legitimacy, no, fuck off. None of it. Not having it. You're gonna tell me that the first Big Four competitive head-to-head after the brand split, they're gonna give it to Raw.
Nope.
They're not gonna galvanize SmackDown.
Whose authenticity can survive this?
Who can take the loss and keep moving? Raw or SmackDown?
Raw.
Exactly.
So that's why SmackDown takes
So that's why SmackDown's gonna get the majority wins. Just like Brad's got the majority win. Yeah.
So then, so Raw's gonna win the tag team, and then SmackDown's winning the women and the men.
You betcha.
Not a chance. Not a chance.
I knew this was going to be a heated one, and
there's no way. There's no way.
That's the way it's got to be.
No,
There's
it
no
isn't.
way that
No.
SmackDown tag team division is worthy of getting the win over the Raw division. Who the heck pins New Day? Who pins New Day?
American Alpha.
Yep.
Easy.
Okay, I'm going to go off here for a second. I know we didn't discuss it in our predictions, but I put in Soul Survivors.
I too have considered Soul Survivors.
Yeah, may as well. Go on.
I found who I thought should be the Soul Survivor was kind of indicative of who I thought would end up winning.
Yep.
So
you have to.
Yeah.
Unless you bucked your own pick and said, okay, I picked this team, but I think these guys. So
since we're on the tag team division,
sure,
I have SmackDown winning and American Alpha being the Soul Survivors.
I have SmackDown winning, and my Soul Survivors are Slater and Rhino, and American Alpha. With American Alpha doing most of the work.
Okay. I have the Raw tag team division, and I have the New Day and the Club being Soul Survivors.
I don't know if there's really much else to say on that point as to the Soul Survivors. We're kind of doing it as a bonus thing where you could potentially pick up an extra point exactly those guys right. So, if
But I think everybody was pretty disappointed with how American Alpha has been treated. Like we assumed that they were going to be the ones to win the tag titles.
Yep.
On SmackDown the first time through, they didn't get it, and I think this is a way. SmackDown wins the tag competition, and you make American Alpha your sole survivors because I think out of any team, like you said, that can lace Raw's boots, it's American Alpha. So I think you give those young guys that rub because they are the youngest tag team in that division out of everybody there.
And I'd argue they're probably the best. I think they're projecting to be the best tag team in the business, period. I think they got that kind of potential where you get them in the right spots, they can move up fast, but I think you have Slino and American Alpha remaining so you can circle them and say, wow, this would be great for what's next for SmackDown. These guys head-to-head coming up next, and then you just barrel towards TLC. Those two going head-to-head, and then you hand the belts off to American Alpha.
I see Raw absolutely squashing SmackDown's team. That's it.
Okay.
I couldn't disagree more. I couldn't. I'm baffled. I had more hope for you. In this one. Yeah. I said it. I tweeted out that I was going to blow you guys out of the water. And so far, actually, Brad, you're keeping up. So you're keeping up, Brad.
You guys want to talk women?
Women
okay. Next. So just to re-go over it. Brad had the Raw. Dawson had the Raw. I had the SmackDown.
Benjamin quickly becoming irrelevant in this podcast.
Okay, so I picked the Raw women, and I found this pay-per-view was the hardest one to call because I feel like there's so many...
This match on this pay-per-view?
Just in general, because I feel like whole pay-per-view, I feel like there's so many swerves that the WWE could do. Like, there's a lot in play that we don't know how is going to shake out. So... Well, because I think we kind of discussed that, the Sole Survivor is an added bonus. So I kind of did a little bit of a fantasy book here, which I think would be amazing.
Yeah, want to go on the record to say that I think picking Sole Survivors for points is trash, but carry on.
Okay, so I had the Raw women winning, but your last four are going to be the 4 horsewomen. It's going to be 3-on-1. Becky's going to get it down to her and Bayley is the sole survivor.
Jesus Christ.
And you give her that rub to go after Charlotte.
You're making me feel so good about my... Wow, you're making me feel better.
Because you just called a Charlotte Bayley. They're setting up for a Charlotte Bayley feud. How better do you do that than making Bayley the sole survivor?
Bayley doesn't need the win.
Yes, she does.
No, she does not, dude. Did you not watch Raw 2 weeks ago when they were in the UK?
She's over, she needs a win. She needs something right now. You can't keep tacking up losses.
Yeah. And I know the person on Raw that should get the rub is Nia Jax. Yeah. I know they're trying, but I think if the next thing that they do is a Charlotte Bayley feud, then you can put Nia Jax in a feud with Sasha perfectly fine, and that will still build up Nia, because then you could work that angle where she just destroys Sasha's back, like that we know she all has problems with. Mm. So I think Nia working with Sasha, that's why I think Bayley will be the sole survivor for the women.
I had this one as my throwaway. I had Nia Jax and Charlotte. No reason at all. No, I had nothing. I was just like, whatever.
Nikki Bella and the SmackDown Women's Champion, Becky Lynch.
Really? Yeah. That's interesting. I wouldn't... God.
Well, considering the fact that SmackDown won't win, I guess it's all right.
What's got you I say Nikki Bella and Becky Lynch, and you're like, oh,
no,
maybe
it's
no, but what is it about those two? Something there.
Well, they're the ones that are pushing the most.
I wish
you forgot about John Always Wins, didn't you?
Yeah, but I just wish that if they were going to set up the next feud for Becky, I would rather it be either...
it's got to be Nikki Bella.
I would rather Natalia, to be perfectly honest.
If Natalia was in this match,
And then if it wasn't
she'd be one of the
Natalia,
Soul
then it
Survivors.
should be Naomi.
God damn. This podcast could have been called R.I.P. Natalia.
That's
and
what it
Dana
should have
Brooke.
been. Oh,
Yeah.
R.I.P.
Oh,
Dana
yeah.
Brooke.
Dana Brooke and
Yeah.
Natalia.
God damn it. The
two
blonde
great-
bombshells.
And
Ripped
Baron,
blonde bombshells.
Baron
and
Corbin.
Baron Corbin.
Let's talk about the people who should be in these matches that are.
Jesus.
And
Luke
what-
Harper as well. Could have also been.
yeah.
Golden Truth is another one.
R.I.P.
Replaced by Shining Stars.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
So we got So SmackDown men's. Are we done talking about the lovely
Yep.
ladies of wrestling? SmackDown's men or tag team Survivor Series men's tag teams. I don't want to touch your hair because it looks decent. SmackDown. Brad had SmackDown. Dawson had Raw. I had SmackDown. So justify your Raw pick there.
Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns. Sole survivors.
It's a good call.
Sethy,
I don't like it.
Big Dog.
It makes sense. but I don't
Yep,
like it.
Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns will be the sole survivors for Raw. Raw will beat SmackDown because SmackDown side is a mess. And you got a nice little group in Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, a nice little group of KO and Chris Jericho, and then you got the Steamroller. So I don't think, like, Shane is a wash. Thanks to James Ellsworth, Dean Ambrose and AJ Styles will both be tossed. And then that leaves Randy and Bray. Randy and Bray will be the interesting ones. You'll have a little standoff, I'm sure, with Bray and Braun. And
But see, Bray's been working with Braun, so out of anybody to take out Braun, it will be Bray.
If Braun is doing anything, he's eliminating himself and walking out of that match.
Or he's eliminating Shane and then getting
Braun is not going to eat a pin.
No.
He's going to walk out. I'm telling you, I'm booking it right now. Braun will not eat a pin. Shane McMahon will be the last man standing.
See, yeah. I'm worried about that
please. Oh.
because he got the rub from Taker on Thursday.
Shane
Tuesday
O'Mac will be the last man standing.
Oh my god, I swear if he is. Holy Christ, that's trash.
Yep.
Because they're setting up for something else.
Yeah.
That's garbage. Oh, that will be bad. Holy. Oh.
Who do you got for your Soul Survivors there,
Yeah,
champ?
The
Who you got?
phenomenal one,
I like that pick.
AJ Styles.
I was gonna put him with Shano because AJ's the man.
Yeah. He
AJ is
in
the
that,
man.
Even out of those 10 people, he's the best wrestler in that ring.
AJ Styles is the better wrestler. He's the better champion. AJ Styles will be the best man in that ring.
Yeah.
Oh, by far.
Without a doubt.
No doubt.
Like
no doubt.
he will never get the credit
That
for
he
for
deserves.
saving the company.
No.
Like he is the face of SmackDown, which is incredible.
He's
Yeah.
probably the face of the business.
Like he should be on every piece of merch. He should be their golden boy.
yeah.
Yeah.
AJ Styles.
God,
Like,
I wish he was a face.
transcend the whole he was an
Face,
outlaw.
heel? I don't think it even matters.
It does not. It hasn't mattered.
They're
He's supposed to
yeah.
be. He's told the crowd to shut up, but they
They
chant
still
his
cheer him,
name.
yeah.
Yep.
Like it's not even Chris Jericho levels of over. Like it's something completely
Yeah,
different.
it's a different kind of over.
It's something.
It's like Jericho has the
Untouchable.
casual fans, but AJ has the hardcore fans
Yeah.
plus the casual fans.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
AJ is phenomenal. Pardon the pun.
Yep.
There's no other way to describe him.
Now, going through dirt sheets and stuff today, a lot of people are thinking that Dean is going to be the sole survivor, and the last three will be the Shield.
I hate to say it, but we'll be turning off the pay-per-view if Dean Ambrose is the sole survivor.
Wow.
I will abandon the product. If Dean Ambrose is the sole survivor, I'm out. I'm out.
3 wacky lines, calling it now.
3 wacky lines.
3 wacky lines.
I'm gonna
Fuck,
go
I
with a
hate that
modest
move.
1.
Damn it.
Yeah, he's
I was
been
gonna
pretty-
say. I was gonna say one. No.
He's been
I'm gonna
pretty
say-
calm
I'm gonna say
lately.
one.
So there's our. So we got our.
There's our Survivor Series stuff.
That is the Survivor Series stuff.
So we can get into singles action now. Let's start with the IC Championship picture. First of all, it's not Dolph Ziggler defending his
Miz.
championship. It's The Miz. The Miz, Mike Mizanin. the hottest thing that's not AJ Styles on SmackDown right now. And also excluding Alexa Bliss.
Yeah. See, this is another match where you could do so many swerves. So many swerves.
Yep, you can do a lot here.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that can be done here.
So, Benjamin, who do you got here between The Miz and Sami Zayn?
I have Mike Mizanin, The Miz, retaining the Intercontinental Championship.
Wow. I have The Miz.
Right there. Good job.
I have The Miz.
Wow. You're gonna tell me they're gonna give the belt to Sami Zayn. Look at that guy. Sami Zayn.
There's no chance. There's no chance. There's no way. Listen, there's no way they have Sammy win and have two mid-card championships on the same show.
But Brad's over there probably like, he'll get the belt off Miz and then he'll feud with Braun and then they'll put the belt on Braun.
This is actually how I see it playing out. I was going back and forth. I was like, okay, how do you do this? Like, what if they want to balance titles? What would they do? And it's like, okay, you have Sammy win and the belt goes over there. But if they really wanted to move the belt, the IC title, from one show to the other, which I'm not sold they'll do that, just for the reason that I don't like the idea of having two mid-card belts on the same show.
Yeah.
But if they were doing that, if they're leaning towards it, it's like, okay, why not just have Dolph lose? Why not just have Dolph pick up the L to Sami Zayn? What's the point here? What are they trying to drive home? So it's like, okay, you make The Miz a transitional champ? No, I don't think that's a good idea. So there's kind of what I'm seeing. If they do decide to go the whole two mid-card titles, is, well, The Miz could lose, and that would give Sammy the title, and then he'd have it on Raw.
See?
But regardless, if they want to have the two, I got to get to my point here.
No, you're all right. Jesus,
but
you're fine.
I think if they're going to do the two mid-carders, The Miz will lose and be pumped out by Bryan, saying you're trash the whole time.
And then go to Raw.
And then he'll go to Raw, and he'll get the IC belt that way. Or he goes to Raw anyway to shade Bryan.
Yeah.
Kind of
It's walking out. Yeah. Walking out with the
I'm great.
Which would capitalize on Conor McGregor fame.
Yeah.
Because Conor McGregor does whatever the hell he wants. The Miz could slowly incorporate that into his role where he does whatever the hell he wants.
Yep.
Could you imagine that?
And that's kind of one thing. Like, man, that'd be entertaining as hell if The Miz retains, and then he's like, you didn't have faith in me. Dolph was your boy, you didn't have faith in me?
I like that booking.
See ya.
I like that booking a lot.
Goodbye, Daniel Bryan. See you at WrestleMania XX when we have our big match.
Brad, I can only assume that you're going with Sami Zayn to bank, to double down on your booking, where it's gonna be Sami Zayn brings it over the IC, and then Kalisto takes it to SmackDown with the division 205 Live and all that garbage.
Sort of.
Okay.
Do we want to run through, because my the Kendrick Kalisto match, do we want to say ours?
Well, I want to get to why Brad picked Sami Zayn first.
Okay.
I think Sammy's gonna win it. Because I think they realized that Sammy's been horribly underutilized.
Perhaps.
Mm-hmm. And 2 weeks ago, what did Daniel Bryan say to The Miz?
I'm jealous of your hot wife.
No. He said, I didn't draft you. I drafted the IC title. Sammy goes to SmackDown.
It's not bad. You did your homework.
Wait.
Gold star.
Daniel Bryan said to The Miz, I didn't draft you. I drafted the IC title.
And creative's that smart that they're going to remember that little nugget.
So, how do you have Sammy winning and then doubling back to SmackDown?
And then, it's still a SmackDown belt. Daniel Bryan comes out and says, that's a SmackDown belt, Sammy. You're coming to SmackDown.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah, it is.
And then, fucking Raw, they'll just create belts for Raw so they can...
Bring back the European title. Where is it at?
They just create stuff,
Yeah.
so...
Okay.
When the Cruiserweights go over to
The
SmackDown...
Miz is still winning, though.
Anyways, that's...
God, I feel good about this. God, I'm rolling.
That's
Let's bring on the next one.
The only other scenario I see is if there's the belts flip, is if Roman is the last one in the ring against whoever's on SmackDown's team, Roman loses, and all that shit that Stephanie's been spouting about firing people for the last 3 weeks, she's like, you're fired. We have the IC belt. And Daniel Bryan comes out and says, I'll take you on SmackDown, and then
Jesus.
swap.
No
Those are
possible
the two scenarios.
way. There's no possible way. No possible way.
Like I said, there's so many ways this pay-per-view can swerve us.
Survivor Series will definitely be a WWE pay-per-view that takes place Sunday, November 20th,
That's
with
true.
Never Over hosting a live pre-show beginning at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah,
That's definitely a
early.
thing. Cruiserweight Championship action. Brad has predicted a new Cruiserweight champion in Kalisto, bringing the division over to SmackDown Live.
Yep.
Ben has predicted Kalisto winning the Cruiserweight Championship and bringing the championship over to, and the Cruiserweight division over to SmackDown Live. Dawson has predicted
Kalisto
bringing the Cruiserweight Championship and the Cruiserweight division over to SmackDown Live.
the Cruiserweight division to SmackDown, but not getting the belt himself. Oh. Brian Kendrick is going to DQ himself or get counted out.
Yeah, that's a fair
He
call.
is going to lose the match. SmackDown's going to swing, but he's going to retain the title. The title,
Interesting.
Kalisto will not become Cruiserweight champion.
It's a good booking.
Sunday night.
It's not extra points, but
Nope.
I like that a lot.
That's
I like that a lot.
That's the way it's going to play out.
No, great job. Good booking.
I like
Great
that.
booking there. I like it a lot. I was thinking that. I was thinking he was going to do the
Because it's
the angle, but I was expecting an authority figure or somebody, or I was expecting him to get a voluntary count out like he did with TJP in the rematch.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm expecting the rest of the division to come out and force him back into the ring.
During that whole soapbox shenanigan Tuesday night, did you guys catch the line where TJP said, "You still owe me a rematch"?
Yeah. And then I was
So
like,
that-
who the frig is that guy?
I was like, you got your rematch the following Monday when
Yeah.
you lost.
Yeah.
I could have sworn that was the rematch
no,
for
bro,
the title.
but he won. He won by countout.
Oh, okay.
If we're still going by records, Undertaker's owed a match against Mark Henry for the World Heavyweight Championship back in 2005 because Great Khali came out and disqualified him.
Jeez. Spitting that record out.
I'm still heated, Vince. I'm still heated.
Where's the rematch?
Where's the rematch? Where's the world title?
Put it back on the full. Let's
Congrats, guys. We all picked the same one.
Let's talk about that for a second. Undertaker's little cut promo there.
Good call.
Full time.
Good call.
Before we get to the fantasy warfare becomes reality match.
Yeah.
The mega match.
The
Whatever the heck
the
they're
ultra
calling it.
mega the big
Or as I like to call it,
John match.
Jesus. Or as I like to call it, the funeral of Bill. I can't stop sweating. Goldberg.
Okay, are we doing
No,
the
no,
Goldberg
we're talking about Undertaker
Undertaker?
first. We're talking about Undertaker first, and then you
All
guys
right.
can blast me with your pro Goldberg, whatever. Nah. Let me have this Undertaker talk first, and then you
Okay.
guys can do your thing here. So Taker came out on SmackDown Live and was like, "I'm not gonna let WrestleMania define me," which is cute if you're like 14. You're
Trash
like,
line.
I'm not gonna let it. And digging holes and taking souls and
Taking souls and digging holes.
I'm back.
putting the whole squad on notice there, which is kind of nice.
But
But
full time, part timer.
what does it mean for SmackDown Live? I think it means one of two things. A, Taker could take some type of authority role where he goes against, like, where he just kind of hangs out and is like, "You're bad, you're dumb, you're stupid," and I'm cool with that. I think it'd be kind of cool to see him be like, call him, like him be that locker room judge.
Yeah, the head of Wrestlers Court.
Yeah, Wrestler's Court.
Yeah.
To be that on screen, I think it'd be
Yeah.
really cool.
Yeah.
Or him versus AJ Styles happens sooner than you know it. Because if there's one person who can
Get a match out of Taker.
carry
it's
Undertaker, it's AJ Styles. AJ Styles got great matches out of Roman Reigns. And is that because Roman Reigns is actually a good wrestler? Or is it because
Oh my God, no.
but AJ Styles was in those matches,
Yeah.
and those
Dude.
matches were great.
Yeah.
Despite what Finn and Chris Jericho say about Roman's wrestling ability,
His
I-
work ethic, I
his-
believe, is the comment.
In ring,
yeah.
I thought he
It's-
was. I
I
think
thought
Hell
it
in a
was-
Cell, he was good in ring. I think
Yeah.
he's good in the ring. I think he sells well. He sells well when he's not absolutely no selling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Who's the best?
lose the best.
Who's the best?
Yeah,
Back to Taker.
I don't think he's back in the way people think. I
No.
don't think he's a full timer. I
don't
think
either.
he's a once a month guy, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. And then it's in that kind of capacity of he's kind of sheriffing the whole thing and keeping tabs on everybody.
Yeah.
And then
You
I think
go
they'll
out and win,
yeah, I think
or
he's
else you'll deal with me.
yeah. Well, he's gonna have to deal with the
Like
Undertaker.
a manager role, like if he brings in Baron Corbin, imagine him and Baron Corbin staring down our back. I'll stand up, I'll start live streaming right then, and I'll have tears in my eyes.
Yeah.
Because to me, that's the true transition of power.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Because Baron Corbin's just gonna look right back at him and be like, "I don't give a shit about you. Like I do not care,"
Yeah.
which is gonna be great.
It's like it's kind of funny on this conversation. There's a couple of YouTubers, Steve and Larson. They do Going in Raw podcast. And last weekend
What a
they did.
horrible name.
They did a list of the top 10 people Taker should wrestle at WrestleMania, like if it was his final match, and the top 10 people who he shouldn't. And I think the top 3 were Finn was 3, I forget who was 2, and then AJ was 1. And they said the same thing, like AJ can get a good match out of any. Oh, 2 is Sting.
Jesus Christ.
Give
up.
If Sting was
Give up, Gen X.
Yeah,
It's never gonna happen.
if Sting was capable of doing it.
Give up.
And guess who was number 1? Who he shouldn't wrestle?
Brock Lesnar.
Triple H.
Undertaker?
Yeah.
They've already done that.
They had 2 great matches.
I don't know.
At WrestleMania.
They put Taker number 1.
3 great matches. No, they fought at 17.
And
then
Hogan
27,
Hogan was second, I'm pretty sure.
What the hell? Yeah, because he's coming back.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Before you know it.
Weird.
All right, this one should be quick. For the mega match, the match,
Fantasy
Fantasy
warfare
warfare.
becomes a reality.
the match 2 months in the making.
It's been a while.
Not 14 years or 13 or 12 or what the heck WWE's trying to shield down everyone's throat. Bill, I'm 50 years old and can't stop sweating Goldberg. What's that? You got some-
Might sweat a lot, but was in a hell of a lot better shape than Brock was.
Jesus, the state of your eyes.
I am
Eat
sorry.
some carrots, son.
You
Soon to be former,
Little
never
flubby there,
over
Brock.
world champion Brad has selected Bill Big Daddy Goldberg.
I can't stop sweating.
I have been very quiet in my support. This
what
may
we're calling it?
may take a lot of you by surprise that I have indeed selected the Beast, Brock Lesnar. No, it was
wasn't
good.
bad. That
No,
wasn't
Paul
the-
does.
yeah,
Paul,
he-
when
the
Paul,
voice-
like
yeah,
after
the
about
voice
5
break.
minutes of screaming at that microphone, Paul's raspy vocal cords crack up, and it's fucking great. And Dawson has.
I have Brock Lesnar.
Wow. I knew you were going to do that.
I swerved.
Dawson has.
And you know what?
Brock.
Brock Lesnar.
Even after today, Bill did an interview on Tuesday or Wednesday saying how...
You knew all along.
Oh my god! I
He
didn't
knew all along, and he
we-
still picked him. He knew all along. My body feels horrible. Quote unquote.
Yep.
Shoulder injury.
Yeah.
He tweaked his goddamn. Oh man! Here's
And you're
the
like,
thing.
you think it's a work. You think it's a work.
No, I think he's probably telling the truth. But at the same time, at the end of that interview,
He said it's a one and done.
he said it's still not going to stop me from going out there and kicking ass.
But he did in that interview. I thought he still said in that interview that this is definitely a one-time thing, so get your tickets.
I don't think you... I mean, I missed the whole Goldberg thing in WCW. I knew of him,
Yeah,
but I wasn't there for it.
yeah. We weren't either.
I don't think you bring back Bill Goldberg with that status, with that streak for one. If it is one match, which I'm pretty sure it's just one fucking match.
I'm getting. Yeah, that's what I'm
I
feeling.
don't think you bring him back for. I don't think he comes back. Not WWE creative. I don't think Bill Goldberg says yes to coming back if he's taking the pin.
I would love to see Goldberg pick up a win. It'd be awesome. It would be so cool for the fans, for the kids, for Goldberg to win.
And no offense, Brock needs to eat a fucking loss.
Okay. I took this approach. I'm straight booking from a very literal, very objective standpoint. Brock wins. Brock bet the fucking streak. That's a big deal. That can't be just passed along. Now, also, Goldberg's old and broken.
Oldberg.
Oldberg.
Old bad.
I wish I thought of that first. Okay, so Goldberg is back here because he wants to wrestle in front of his family. He's going to do that. He's going to succeed. This is his last match.
He never said he wanted to win in front of his family.
What happens in wrestlers' last matches? What do?
You go out on your shield.
You go out on your back. You lose on your back on your last match. Goldberg is old. He's broken. He's going to take a loss. He's going to be able to wrestle in front of his kid, be the superhero. They're going to have a lot of great spots. Or Bill gets to do the old, the jackhammer, and he'll have a spear.
They're going to have two spots.
Then he'll blow out his knee, probably.
He'll spear, he's going to no, I'll tell you right. He's going to spear Brock through a barricade, and then hit the jackhammer on a chair with the ref knockdown. Brock is still going to kick out and hit 2 F5s and win. We don't agree often. But when we do, oh my god, it's sweet, harmonious music wafts through the air. I smell cinnamon rolls, baked goods waft into my nose. It's harmony, it's bliss. Alexa Bliss. It's nice, you know? It's rare.
Yeah,
very
doesn't happen
rare.
often.
It's like super ultra moon. But, sometimes it's nice. Brad, wow, man.
So I gotta say, this has been an interesting pay-per-view all in all, when you think about it, because...
And it hasn't even happened yet.
Yeah, this podcast has been pretty interesting, because with the Survivor Series matches, you and I were exact opposites. Across the board. We did not agree on any of them.
See.
Back half, though, the singles matches, same page.
Yeah, it's weird.
Same page.
Yeah, I honestly, I thought we were going to go samesies with the old Tag Arena matches. I figured we were going to go down the same paths, but apparently we have not.
Nope. It's this has been. I'm surprised, to be honest, because for me, in my head, this was all very clear how it would play out. So it's gonna be a good night from a prediction standpoint, solely because we are so different.
Yeah.
This is the most varied we've been, and I've been I texted you earlier about the Soul Survivors. We should pick them because I was afraid that we'd be so close. I was the kind of thinking, oh, geez, we're going to have to, separate this a bit. If we don't, it's, we're all going to be very close. It's going to be a draw, and then Brad's going to retain, and it'll be up to fucking 70 days. Ugh. No.
Gross.
So, I feel good about this. Yeah, this is good. I like this. Brad, do you have any, you seem like you're a little in shock. You seem a little bit beside yourself. The champ is beside you now.
Yeah.
Please.
Oh my god, I cannot wait till I'm right and Brock loses.
Oh my god! Oh my word! I haven't laughed this much it's been a while. It's been a decent amount of time.
It's been at least 3 days.
I'm having a great guffaw, Brad. You're providing me with a lot of comedy here.
I'm glad I can entertain you at least.
Oh my word!
Because you'll be crying on Sunday. I'm sorry. You don't bring him back and make him like the pre-order bonus character in 2K16. You don't send him out on media tours and then bring him back just to have him lose.
I very much think that you do.
I don't think that you do.
I think old Billy Oldberg knows that he's getting paid. He wants to show.
Probably making royalties off that video game.
Yeah, he
Yeah, Brock's getting paid
wants
too.
to wrestle in front of his kid and his wife. But I'm sure if Billy Goldberg is a old school wrestler type, he's very comfortable taking a loss. He'll look strong, but the beast will still conquer another foe. I think Brock definitely has to take a loss at some point. I don't think it's now.
I absolutely don't think it's too 50-year-old one match Bill Goldberg.
Broken Oldberg. No.
Broken Goldberg. I think that honor goes either to Samoa Joe or to Finn Balor.
Should we talk about that? Do you want to talk about who's in the pipeline?
Who do we think sitting from here? Who we think's like
Who's
Royal
going-
Rumble potential winner? Or what do you?
No,
Finn Balor.
who's coming up through the pipeline of NXT? Do you think next week after a brand combined show,
Yeah.
do we see some call ups?
Yep. Absolutely.
So do you think when Samoa Joe loses to Nakamura, we see old Samoa Joe?
Perhaps. I think Samoa Joe will go to Raw.
Yeah.
I think you'll see Samoa Joe go to Raw.
To keep him away from AJ?
Yeah.
That'd be smart.
You'll have Samoa Joe go to Raw.
So thinking about my sorry, just to cut you.
Yeah,
I don't mean to cut you off, but
it's all good, brother. It's all good.
just
Brock Lesnar's gonna win.
And then Asuka comes up and goes to Raw too, making Raw even more packed.
Asuka's going to SmackDown.
no, see I was gonna say the Samoa Joe thing, but keeping him and AJ far away from each other. My history book looks more like they never do that. They slammed Kevin Owens and fucking Sammy together a half a dozen times until it got boring as shit.
Well, AJ went on the record to say you're going to have to wait a very long time to see him versus Samoa Joe and him versus Shinsuke. Because him and Shinsuke were the main event of Wrestle Kingdom 10 if you're a New Japan mark, which I wish I was. I just know that fact.
Yeah.
And they put on, I guess, David Meltzer's only 5 out of 5 match that year.
Wow.
I still could be wrong. Yeah. But, yeah, it's... Yeah.
So you think Samoa Joe comes up, goes to Raw? Who else? Do you think Bobby Roode finally gets the tap on the shoulder?
No, Bobby Roode's not ready yet. I think it's
honestly,
gimmick
I
will
think
die.
what NXT should do though is just bring Joe and Shinsuke up,
Both of
them, and just let the next set of guys go after the NXT belt, like
Adrian Almas and all those.
yeah, Austin Aries,
Bobby Roode.
Like, there's guys down there that can do it. Like, I just think it's the same with Asuka. You got to get Asuka out of NXT because
What's his name?
Because
Ty Dillinger.
No
to me,
offense.
Ty Dillinger's going up
Ty Dillinger is another good guy that'll be.
without a doubt.
Yeah. No offense to the NXT women's division, but you put any of those women up against Asuka, I'm not.
Who's the other Japanese guy? Shoot.
Shinsuke Nakamura, Hideo Itami.
Hideo Itami.
He's out. He's hurt again.
Yeah.
Is Hideo Itami the guy who said he wasn't gonna come? No, there's someone else here. No, it's not. Is it
What?
Hideo Itami? Is there another guy?
Kota Ibushi.
Kota Ibushi.
Yeah, he said
that's the guy.
He's not signing a contract.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I
That's
guess
the guy.
The finals of the tag team tournament are this weekend as well, which is kind of cool. Interested to see how that goes.
Who is the Revival?
The Revival and DIY.
Yeah.
Which is Gargano and what is it?
Ciampa.
Yeah, which they had. Oh my God, they had a good match at the Cruiserweight Classic.
I think you see DIY win that one.
Yeah, I would agree with that. It's a.
The Revival doesn't need the win, plus they're already the tag champions. What's the point of giving them the Dusty Rhodes Classic title?
I think you'll see them. No, I don't know if you'll see them get called up, which is too bad because they are great. Holy mackerel!
They could help pad out SmackDown's division.
True.
If they did get called up.
I think they win this tournament.
The Revival.
Yeah, I think the Revival win the tournament.
Drop the belt real soon.
Yeah, not shortly thereafter, and it'll be in line with American Alpha winning the titles, and then they'll slam heads together at the Rumble.
That's fair.
Yeah, I will say, like, Samoa and Shinsuke, if they don't come up after this weekend, you won't see them until the Rumble, and they'll come out.
Yeah.
They'll come out in the Rumble.
Yeah.
If they don't by then, your careers are dead.
Well, that'd be a very interesting thing to do, is try and find, like, write down, like, that's something. Let's do that for the next podcast. Let's do that for next week. Let's each write our 30 for the Rumble.
Start building towards the Rumble.
Let's each not
list
accumulatively, but let's individually make a list of 30 superstars who we think is gonna be in the Rumble.
Okay.
We don't have to pick a winner. Like, we can just say who we're gonna have in there, and we can quickly breeze through it. And if we all have the same guy, we can highlight it. That way, we don't have to talk about it again.
Yep.
We can say maybe we'll go one at a time. But we could each do we could do one per show. Because now that I'm thinking about it, talking about 30, all at once is kind of a lot.
Yeah.
So maybe Champ will go last. So I have like 3 weeks to build my Royal Rumble potential list there. So speaking of champs and championship gold,
Yes.
the Never Over Live People's Championship poll is happening, and I got to pull that link and put it in the description right now, so that way it's there. It is live. It's active. It's happening. We want to make you a part of Never Over Live. Or Never Over... We gotta figure that out. Never Over Live. So we have set up a poll with all 6 matches occurring at Survivor Series. It's an opportunity. We want to give you guys an opportunity to get into the fun that we have trying to predict these cards. You see us. We get into it. We get heated about it. We want to bring you guys in that as well. We've already had a few responses, and some of them are fairly split. Some of them are leaning in more particular directions than others. What's that?
When does this close?
This will close the pre-show. We will
Pre-show?
close it on the pre-show. So I'm going to drop that in the description right now so it's there. I'm actually going to throw it in the chat so some people are watching there. Boom. Okay, great. You probably can't send links in the chat, so it's going to go in the description right now. But, yeah. What you guys win the opportunity to be displayed in our beautiful... Oh my god, look at this thing. Look at this wonderful overlay. You'll be in it for all future streams until we get until you are defeated at potentially the next pay-per-view, or you can successfully defend your championship.
Maybe this wasn't discussed, but maybe a custom avatar.
Perhaps a custom avatar.
I can do that for our champions.
Brad, our secret artist. If you haven't seen his art, we've retweeted one picture.
Just one picture, yeah.
That was actually liked by WWE superstar and former Intercontinental Champion Dolph Ziggler.
Oh, that hurts my heart.
Rip. That's kind of a waste now.
I know.
Oh no. So
Dolph printed that off in real life and threw it right in the trash.
Yeah, just burned it.
But we wanted to make you guys a part. We love having you guys around. We want to make you guys a bigger part of our community by kind of giving you a ghost spot on our couch. So make sure you fill out the survey for a chance to become the inaugural Never Over People's Champion. Never Over People's Champion.
Can you just see the belt plate is just an eye with the people's eyebrow. That's it.
Oh wait, the E and never.
All right. And then speaking of championship gold, do we want to do this?
Sure, might as well.
Let's do it.
Speaking of championship gold, you may notice a lack of
Where's my belt?
a lack of a title right now. Over the last, probably since before Hell in a Cell, a few weeks before Hell in a Cell.
It's been a while, man.
It's
been
a very long time.
It's been at least 54 days. I think they just got upset that I had the belt for so long, so they just went and did something crazy.
So,
just in time for my second reign as Never Over World Champion.
We've worked really hard.
Don't need a second reign.
On something a little special. We figured that using a toy WWE Championship was a little bit, apropos, or not apropos. So we've thrown together a brand new championship. We're calling it the Never Over World Championship. Brad, I'll get you to take one end, as it's the belt. is revealed.
I'll touch it Sunday for the first time.
There it is. The Never Over World Championship. As you can see, 4 plates for each individual possible championship. Myself, Doc, Brad, and the Sim. The Never Over World Championship. World
Will
Championship.
be crowned Sunday night.
At WWE Survivor Series. So make sure that you join us right here. Let's put it up behind. Or Brad, I guess you can put it on your shoulder.
I don't know.
You can
I
do
guess,
whatever you want.
yeah. This
Put it up behind that.
technically isn't mine.
We will,
Yet.
we will crown a Never Over World Champion this Sunday at Survivor Series. Make sure that you're here joining us for all the prediction fun. We got our pre-show starting at 6 p.m. Eastern, and we'll be here live streaming the entire show. Watch it with us. It's going to be a fantastic time. But I think that's it for us here on the couch in the living room in Dawson's bedroom.
Yeah.
Ontario.
Join us this Sunday for where?
In Belleville, Ontario.
Sure. Yeah, we'll take
As
that.
close as we can get to Toronto for Survivor Series.
But without actually going.
Yeah.
They're backed way up on the 401.
Yeah,
Way up.
exactly.
Oh, so many people trying to get into Toronto for Survivor Series. The big weekend.
Oh, yeah. But thank you guys so much again. Make sure to follow us over Twitter at Never Alive. We'll see you on Sunday.
See you guys.